Certainly in the realm of possibilities for a pitch count tonight. Here we go. 29-year-old from Raleigh, North Carolina delivers home, and we're underway with a foul ball back to the screen.
In Colorado, some interesting plays behind him, but he also had to come in relief of Imai after a third of an inning. But a nice start here. A little backdoor sweeper to get things started for Ryan Weiss.
Or in Korea for Hanwha, or in China. In the Chinese PBL, he likes starting more than relieving. So he gets a chance to prove it tonight as Tyler Freeman flies out for the second out. 2 away on the fly out to right. 210-pounder. Gets a little chopper towards first. Christian Walker will use Weiss covering. That'll be the final out of the inning. Good start. Altuve with the first day off of the season takes the first pitch off the plate for ball one. Overall in the season, they are 8-11. And Altuve serves one past the diving second baseman, Edouard Julien, into center field, and he'll be a leadoff base runner for the Astros. Very tough. He had just been named American League Player of the Week, and they limited the big man to just one hit as he watches one go to the backstop, and Altuve will get to second. Jordan inside out. That'll be a looper into left. Altuve will be waved home. Here comes the throw by Moniak. It is on the money, but late. Jordan gets into second base. Astros take a quick 1-0 lead. RBI number 18 for Alvarez. He does chase that one off the plate as he goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Mejia, and one away in the inning. And he goes after that one, missing the sweeper, and that's the second straight strikeout for Juan Mejia. Oh, we haven't told Julie yet about the forecast. 3-2 pitch hits him. Look out. Walker hit by a 3-2 delivery. That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Little looper into center field. Could it be a problem area? It is. In to score, Jordan Alvarez in between 3 defenders. A looping single for Joey Loperfido, and the Astros lead 2-0. Hit percentage, that's 95+. This one is a broken back grounder to the second baseman Julien, who makes the play for the final out of the inning. But the Astros on the board with a couple here in the first inning. They do so on 3 hits and a hit by pitch. It's 2-0 Astros after 1. Make any sense? A little bit low. Weiss issues a walk. Goodman would not leave the zone once he got to a 2-2 count. That'll be the first base runner of the game for Colorado.
Coming out of the bullpen, had to with a couple of guys on. There was a lot going on.
Gives up a hit here to right field. Goodman thinking about making the turn, not against Cam Smith, and he's in trouble. Carlos makes the tag. Cam Smith's arm wins the day there for the first out of the inning. Goodman got too aggressive. Fly ball, pretty well hit to left field, but Joey Loperfido is back on it on the edge of the warning track. He'll put it away for out number 2. 2-2 the count to Troy Johnson, 1 on and 2 outs. And Weiss gets through another inning with a called third strikeout. That's his second strikeout, both on called thirds. We head to the bottom of the second. Astros lead 2-0. And that's going to miss wide on the 4-seamer. So Trammell is a leadoff base runner with a walk. On the ground towards second, could be 2. Julien goes to short for 1, and the Rockies turn a double play on Diaz. There was an intentional walk in his last 8. But he takes this one for a called third as 100 miles an hour is dotted up for the final out of the inning. We head to the third. Astros lead 2-0. Almost 6 innings per start. Doesn't get that ball on the inside corner. He tried to sweep one onto the inner half of the plate and didn't get the call. That'll be the second walk allowed by Weiss. They've both been homestand. And that is up ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued by Weiss. Yainer go out to the mound to talk to this right-hander in his first start of the season. That is 3 straight walks to load the bases, and out from his bench seat comes Josh Miller, and he will probably head to the mound. And the first pitch, a strike at the knees, 0-1. Freeman's going to challenge.
Batter's challenging the strike.
First look at ABS, powered by T-Mobile. And that had a lot of the plate.
Oh, firm. Colorado has one challenge left.
That feels like when at least half the baseball.
Ground ball towards third. Paredes will go to second for one. Altuve will make the throw to first. Pick in time. Double play. Great play by Christian Walker to complete the double play on the back end. Rockies get a run. It's now a 2-1 game.
Great play all the way around the horn, starting at
Pop up. Christian Walker backs up a few steps. And Ryan Weiss works around, bases loaded, nobody out, allows just one run with a double play and a pop-up.
Really is. I think I just executed it in good spots a lot, and I think they knew I was throwing it in the zone and getting it below the zone. So sometimes it's tough to tell. I mean, hitting's the hardest thing to do in sports. So that line between
zone 2-on-1.
We're playing man right now just because they're not mobile yet. But as soon as they start moving, it's going to be full zone coverage all the time. I think we're going to be playing cover 2 at home. Give them a chance to win. I'm excited to see everybody continue to progress and come back healthy, and I think that we've got something really special on this pitching staff. I know we got a lot of guys that.
But then a double play and a pop-up limited the Rockies to 1 run. This ball hit high in the air, deep to left field, and Hunter Goodman continues his all-or-nothing series. The all-true outcome hitter for the Rockies hits number 3 in the series, number 5 on the season. And we're now tied at 2 as Goodman punished that ball that didn't quite get to the spot Ryan Weiss wanted it.
Actually, it was a sweeper, but it stayed on that inside edge, if not just a little bit off the inside corner. And Hunter Goodman just absolutely opened up on this one.
As the walks on the evening. Called third strike. Moniak knew it. He was heading to the dugout as that pitch crossed the plate. Third strikeout for Ryan Weiss, 1 out in the inning. They have announced their pitchers for Saturday and Sunday. Lance McCullers Jr. Saturday and Mike Burrows Sunday. This ball slicing towards the corner. Long run Cam Smith in that corner, and he makes the catch and disappears. Cam Smith continues to play great defense in right field for the second out. Weiss trying to get through 4 innings, facing Troy Johnston with the bases empty and 2 outs. Johnston hits it hard into right center field for a base hit. Cam will charge to make sure Johnston's not thinking about extra bases. Joe Espada might be out of his seat now and heading towards the mound as Weiss is at 76 pitches. We thought that would be. Ground ball. Paredes will glove it, stay with it, and make the throw to get the opposing third baseman for the final out. 5 in a row sent down by the right-hander Chase Dollander, all on strikeouts. Plus tied for the most with a minimum of 10 appearances. He's also top 5 in batting average. Look out. Slider got him, but still the slider was at 91. Broke his bat. Dollander can't field it cleanly, so he'll have to take the play to first. Gets Cam Smith on the play. Joey Loperfido moves to second. That ball into left field, playable for Mickey Moniak, and the Astros are down in the 4th. Dollander pitching well out of the Rockies bullpen. We're tied at 2 heading to the 5th. Started for the Astros, went 3 2/3 innings tonight. Ground ball, Paredes diving attempt, but into left field. Loperfido hustles over to make sure Doyle does not think about getting to second. Single to left for Doyle to start the inning for the Rockies. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside for a ball, and Yiner did not get a good grip on that baseball. So Brent Doyle has himself his 4th steal of the year. Into center field. Taylor Trammell has it lined up. Doyle's going to tag and advance to third. Throw comes in as Doyle advances for the first out. Through the middle, infield in, is going to mean a base hit for Freeman. All 7 of his base hits this year have been singles as he puts the Rockies in front for the first time tonight. They have scored single runs in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th and lead it 3-2. A lot of that due to injury on 4 consecutive starts. The bullpen has been challenged during this stretch. This one's going to be to left field, and Loperfido calls off Taylor Trammell for the second out.
But at the same time, having that many games in a row right out of spring training is tough.
Goodman laces this one into left center field, and the race is on. Trammell will try to get the ball back in quickly. Here comes Freeman. Here comes the gun by Carlos Correa. He is out at home plate. CC fires a strike to home plate to gun down the runner. Dollander rearing back and firing 100 past Yainer Diaz. Half a dozen strikeouts for Dollander in now 3 2/3 innings. As he gets Altuve on 3 pitches, changeup, fastball, changeup. 7 strikeouts for Dollander and 2 away in the inning. Into the game, 4 no-hit innings. Until maybe here, this ball slicing, and it's going to stay up just ahead of Mickey Moniak making that sliding catch. So Moniak makes the play for the final out of the inning. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. The Astros have allowed a leadoff base runner in 5 consecutive innings.
The conversation we had with Spencer Arrighetti.
That ball ripped into left field. Joey Loperfido with a diving catch as he goes down to the ground to make the play. And scampering back to first base is Moniak. Great play by Loperfido to take one away from Ezekiel Tovar. And he goes again. Pitch is popped into center field. Moniak's going to have to get back. I don't think he realizes how many outs there are. He just took his time around the bag, and he's fortunate that Trammell's throw was offline because Moniak was just kind of sitting there at the second base bag. And then that one gets by Yainer Diaz. Moniak will advance on the wild pitch. Hits this ball pretty well in the left center field, but Joey Loperfido has it lined up, and that'll do it for the Rockies in the 6th. 1 walk, 1 left. And inside, the Astros have their own leadoff runner on, first time since the 2nd inning. As Paredes draws a walk, just the 3rd base runner allowed by Dollander. Sharply hit past Kyle Karros down the left field line. Paredes heading to 3rd. Correa into 2nd. Astros in business, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
The Astros break through, and
ground ball with the infield in will keep Paredes at 3rd. Play made by Tovar on 2 hops, and Walker retired for the first out. And he gets Loperfido swinging here, so 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Is turned into 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. That's a new career high in strikeouts for Dollander with 8 tonight against Dollander, 2 for 6 in his career. Takes a first pitch slider for a strike, and Cam's going to challenge that first pitch strike.
Batter's challenging the call of strike.
ABS powered by T-Mobile shows that it just clipped the outside edge at the knees.
Call is confirmed. Houston has 1 challenge remaining.
Dollander able to work around 2nd and 3rd, nobody out with a ground out, strikeout, and he goes 5 1/3 scoreless innings for the Rockies. Still a 3. AJ Blueball back out there, 2nd inning of work for AJ. Brenton Doyle lines one into left field, and that is now 6 consecutive innings for the Rockies to have the leadoff runner on. A home run, a couple of singles, and 3 walks in the mix every inning since the 1st. They have had the leadoff runner on base. Got him. Blueball picks up his first strikeout, getting Julian for the first out of the 7th inning. San Diego has won 7 in a row. There goes the runner, and the pitch is down and not handled by Yainer, so that'll be a stolen base for Brenton Doyle, his 2nd on the night, his 4th on the season. On the ground, diving stop Paredes, make sure that No runner advances from second. Doyle stays there. Isak kept that ball in the infield. It'll be an infield hit for Tyler Freeman. And that's going to be a walk to load him up. A couple of hits and now a walk. And the bases are loaded. Another big pitch coming for blue ball, 2-2. And he got him. Big strikeout for A.J. Blue Ball. Second out of the inning.
How about that? Pulled the string on him. A little changeup right there.
Hits it hard. Altuve, the diving stop, saves at least one run, maybe two. And he gets the Astros out of the inning. What a play by Altuve.
To the Cincinnati Reds, and that was his only 3-home run game of his career.
New pitcher in for the Rockies, and Taylor Trammell hits one to right, and it's played there by Tyler Freeman for the first out. Astros just happy to see somebody. Yiner goes down on strikes. That is now 12 strikeouts for Rockies pitching, and 2 outs in the 7th. Altuve will bat, coming off that great defensive play. Altuve takes a strike with the slider, 0-1. And Altuve's going to challenge. Astros have one challenge remaining. This is ABS powered by T-Mobile. And that is going to catch the top of the zone. So the Astros.
Confirmed. Houston is out of challenges.
Astros will not have a challenge remaining in their last year. That's his second miss after 4 successful challenges. And instead he hits one down the line, and that is a fair ball. Altuve digging for second. Here comes the throw by Moniak, and Jose will be in safely with a 2-out double. Alvarez will get intentionally walked here for the 5th time this season. And overall, it's the 18th walk to Alvarez this year. Laid off a pitch up, no swing, says first base umpire and crew chief Jordan Baker. Bases will be loaded for Carlos Correa. Paredes on first. And a broken bat line drive, but right there is T.J. Rumfield to end the inning. Correa shoots one to the right side, but he's out number 3. Astros train. It's been a good year for him out of the Astros bullpen. A sub-1 ERA as he gets Ezequiel Tovar to pop one up. Shortstop Carlos Correa calls off his buddy Jose Altuve and makes the play. 1 pitch and 1 out. Ground ball right to Jose Altuve on 2 big hops. Highway Tang has thrown nothing but strikes so far, and he's got 2 quick outs. Towards the middle, Altuve will back in, jump through. Oh, get it done too. Showing off the glove tonight. 2 good plays to end the last 2 innings. That's wide, ball 4. Leadoff runner on for the Astros. Christian Walker draws a walk.
A lot of sliders and off speed.
Allen stays, and it's a ground ball to second. They're going to try and turn 2. Loperfito's going to beat the relay throw, though. Oh, Joey bounces into a fielder's choice for the first out. Oh, called third. The Astros don't have a challenge left. Cam wanted the challenge. He lost one of the challenges earlier tonight, so he's partially to blame. That's the second out of the inning. There goes Loperfito. The pitch is punched into the right. Coming on is Freeman, and he'll make the running catch for the final out of the inning. Leadoff walk, and the Astros aren't able to score here in the 8th. Ground ball, and he is retired for the first time on a comebacker to Kaiway. They'll flip to Paredes for the first out. Altuve backs up to make this play and throws out Julian for the second out.
No more ABS, just let it rip.
Sharply hit, and diving stop by Allen. Probably wouldn't have had any chance to throw him out if he fielded it cleanly, but a great stop by Nick to keep the ball in the infield. McCarthy goes, the pitch is lined, and Altuve's there to snag it for the final out of the inning. Astros need a rally in the bottom half of the 9th inning, down 3-2. On March the 29th. This one punched to the right side. Edward Julian is there, and Yiner retired for the first out. Wide ball 4. Astros have the tying run on base, and Yordan Alvarez tries to the plate as the winning run. Run by the Marlins came by a left-hand hitter, Owen Casey. This ball headed to right field, and it's going to be caught by Tyler Freeman. Jordan flies out on a cutter for the second out. High fly ball, left field, back at the wall. Moniak, he will look up and he'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. Astros lose 3-2. Isak Paredes gave it a ride. That launch angle was just a little too steep, Lummer, on a close fly out to left.
Yeah, Isak looking for that first big home run, and guess what? It was on the same pitch that got Jordan out. It was a cutter that just stayed off the barrel, off the end of the bat, and just took the life out of it before we had a chance to sneak it into the Crawford boxes for a dub.
The Rockies win the season series against the Astros 4-2. First time they have won the season series against Houston since 2012. Astros postgame show presented by Whataburger features Kevin Eschenfelder and Brian Bogusevic. Julian Morales helping out with interviews in the clubhouse. Astros drop this one 3-2. Postgame show is next.